The future in BT6 is now, or actually isn't, because I have a very weird combo that I'm not exactly sure is the future or it just kind of sounds cool in theory, but we're gonna try it anyways. So you guys know that we like trying a lot of different combos. Basically anything that gets changed within an update, we usually go for it and we check it out. And in that context, I've been looking at the bottom pad ice recently. It has gotten a lot of buffs in the past 2 updates. So just to name a few, it got a lot cheaper by $500 overall. I think it got a little bit of extra attack speed actually. It got a +8 damage versus Moab class Bloons, so it scales a little bit better into the Icicle Impale. And then in the last update, the shards got +1 damage, went from 2 to 3. So basically what Ninja Kiwi is trying to do is they want to try and make this guy into a more serious, I guess a mid-game, more reliable mid-game tower that's actually going to scale into the Icicle Impale a little bit better. So they're giving it attack speed, they're giving it damage, and I was thinking, what if we replace like our usual bottom pad subs or like the top pad ninja with an ice tower actually? What if we buy an Icicles ice tower and we actually use this guy as our main DPS, which is kind of ridiculous to think about, especially in the mid game. Now believe it or not, I actually have tried going for the bottom pad ice as the main DPS, and actually the problem that I faced, I remember facing, was that this guy sucked obviously versus Zebras and White Bloons, well, because it's an ice tower. So I've been kind of paying attention to some other balance changes and you guys have as well, and that is the rubber to gold alchemist. And the rubber to gold alchemist, now you guys know it as an insane farmer, but the idea behind those insane farming changes is that the rubber to gold potion basically gets thrown every 2 seconds now with the latest update, and what it does is it removes properties from Bloons. That's the point of this reduction. Now we kind of use it to make a lot of money on non-chimps game modes, but Ninja Kiwi's idea was specifically that, to serve as an alternative to the MIP village. So finally, to tie everything together, the ice tower bottom pad ice is kind of been getting buffed, and the rubber to gold alchemist is good at removing properties from Bloons, which is mainly going to be Zebras and White Bloons, which the ice sucks versus. So can we somehow make this mid-game work? Because both of these tier 5s, they actually kind of work together, right? If you go for the Icicle Impale, that thing is gonna stall Bloons like forever, and the BMA eventually, the tier 5, is just gonna be one-shotting all these big Bloons. Let's get these discounts rolling, and actually it's round 27. I think we go for the larger potions on this one just because it's gonna be a dense round. He's strong, and then we need to go for the bottom cross, but actually we might want to drop the ice first. So let's go for the bigger radius, and then the ice is gonna be somewhere around here, I was thinking. Yeah, and that's a little bit of a problem this setup has, right? Because it's round 35 and we've been mainly defending off of the sub. This guy has 2.7k pops and the other ones are like 370 and I guess 1000 on the alchemist, but this guy is like an AoE and an attack and he's absolutely not reliable. But now we do get the money for the crowd cannon, and let's go for the deep freeze as well. And this is the point at which we're actually gonna start seeing a little bit of extra, you know, maybe firepower coming out of the ice for sure. It's still not attacking as fast, but once we get the icicles going, at least it's gonna be a little bit more reliable. And another great thing, by the way, is I know that we went for the middle crossbat, but if you go for the top crossbat, it gives it camo and lead popping power. So eventually this thing is gonna be able to pop camo, leads, and obviously DDTs without any external help, and that is huge for a tower like this. You know what, it's gonna be a mess on this round, by the way. Let's get the faster throwing so we get a little bit more attack speed onto these huge waves of pink Bloons, and I think we're rushing the icicles, right? Let's actually go for the AMD because we're gonna have lead Bloons in this next round. Actually, just go for the lead to gold, and this thing is gonna be one-shotting the leads. This is really important, by the way, because you don't see any leftovers, so it kind of, you know, it doesn't create a lot of Bloons in screen, so it's kind of easier to deal with. Around 39, we finally get the money for the icicles. Let's buy it. This thing, look at this thing. Now it does attack a little bit faster, so a little bit more consistent, plus the shards do now extra damage, which is amazing. And keep in mind, this is the guy that has +8 damage to mob class Bloons. So is this gonna be enough? Let's see if this ice is gonna be able to pop the mob by itself. Guys, I think it is. It's actually gonna pop it. Oh my god, look at this thing. And the Alk is attacking with the... Oh yeah, that's great. We deal with the mob, no problem. That's amazing. Now let's buy the other piece of the puzzle and get the rubber to gold alchemist, and this is it. Look at the... Just watch the golden potion. Okay, so now this guy, the ice, should be able to attack these Zebras no problem as soon as they have the golden potion on them. We can actually give this guy a little bit more attack speed, the alchemist, which we absolutely should do. Oh, wait a minute. Let's give camo detection to our guy. Yeah, we did bring Geraldo for this specific reason, and this is gonna make things so much easier. Yeah, let's go. Let's get a little bit of extra attack speed through the jungle drums. And how is our combo doing, guys? Do we actually crack the code? This is gonna be round 44, so this round has only Zebras in it. Are we finally there? I think we are. These Bloons are like not making it past, I want to say, like this point where the village and the alchemist are. You know what? I'm gonna submerge this sub, by the way, so it doesn't take away any pops. It's only gonna be these two guys. Alright, so let's see if the combo actually works. Round 49. This is a difficult one usually. I guess the most difficult one out of 4 is because it's a lot of balloons, but there go the ceramics, absolutely no issues, and I don't think we're seeing any other issues with the other balloons as well. Yeah, look at this ice go, actually. We have another Moab, so how do we deal? We know that we can pop a Moab, by the way, with the ice, and yeah, this pop is just so, oh my god, that was like 4 shots on the insides, guys. You're watching this? Kind of cruising through these 50s, honestly, not even close, although we did have one round where we had to buy basically this guy, the Radar Scanner Village, because we had the Cow Potion rolling on the ice, but we didn't have a Cow Potion for the Alchemist, and some Camo Zebras actually made it through, so I had to buy another village, but ever since we've given this guy Camo Detection, I mean, these rounds have not even been close. Look at what's happening. It's round 54. The setup is holding, guys. This thing is holding on its own. Not sure if we're onto something with this, but I can tell you that this is, at least it's super fun. It's kind of a new thing that I guess we haven't seen at all, I want to say. Now, is this guy gonna be a little bit more difficult for our icicles? I mean, 8 damage. Actually, it's not even 8. It's a little bit more than 8 because we're getting the AMD buff, plus we're getting the Berserker buff, and the BFB layer is gone. Now, can we take care of the insides? It's gonna be a lot of small balloons, by the way. Keep in mind. So, oh my god, everything is frozen. Never mind. Yep, this extra shards damage and everything, I'm telling you guys, I'm not even gonna be buying, by the way, the MIB. I just want to be relying on the rubber to gold golden potions. So a bunch of zebras in this one. Are we actually gonna be able to hit all of these zebras with the golden potion is the name of the game. If we do so, then we have this round in the bag, and I think we've done all the zebras. That's crazy. Are we gonna deal with all the mobs though? Oh, this is getting close actually towards the end. Oh my god, we're probably gonna pop this guy, but not sure about the, oh, we're not even popping this one. All right, so we actually found our match, guys. It's gonna be around 61. I'm gonna get an overclock, and you know what? It's not like we even lost the thing that we're supposed to lose. Like, if you were looking at this round, you have an ice tower defending, you're like, well, you're definitely gonna lose to the zebras, right? No, we didn't lose to the zebras. We lost to the mobs, actually. So let's go like this. About an overclock. Let's use the overclock onto him, and let's see how much of a difference this is gonna make. This is gonna be nice for 63 as well. And yeah, definitely not even close this time around. All right, so as 62 is ending, I want to watch 63, and then I think the next thing we're going for is gonna be the Icicle Impale, because we kind of need to scale into some stronger towers for sure. I mean, the Icicle is not going to hold on forever. A good thing about this round is going to be that, oh my god, what? The shards? No, it's lagging a lot. The shards, it's like a million shards, but it does deal with 63. That is insane. It actually just erases round 63 because all those shards and all those balloons are doing damage to each other. It's gonna happen again, isn't it? Let's. Yeah, he's gonna lag like crazy. Look at this thing. This guy's not even overclocked. Keep in mind, this is just like a normal 0-4 ice. This is crazy good. Yeah, let's just lag out on the last ceramic wave as well. And then let's just make sure we're getting enough money for the Icicle Impale, because I think the time has come, guys. Yeah, there we go. 63, not even close. I don't know, guys. 75. I mean, do we take this one down? Let's try it like this. Let's give the Cherry's Fire to the Icicle Impale, because I actually do think that this is, unless we do this, like it's not gonna be able to beat this round just straight up. So let's see how much of a helping hand is the Cherry's Fire gonna be. This is just like the level 1 Cherry's Fire, so not too hot, honestly. There's a lot of small balloons coming out of the first group of 3 BFBs, and do we take care of them? We're actually kind of decent versus group balloons. Yeah, there we go. We take care of the first group. Now there's gonna be a lot of small balloons inside, but as we saw on 63, as long as these shards go to work, and we have this one. Oh my god, we actually do have it. Wait, was the Cherry's Fire even necessary? I don't know. 76? Not even close. Oh my god. All right, I might have underestimated the power of the Icicles. I still don't have a feel on how good this tower is, and it actually just breezed through 75. So the problem is dealing with the big balloons, I guess. Once you have like all these ceramics and everything, I think it actually does quite well with shard damage. Yeah, let's watch it like this. So big balloons getting dealt with, and look at this thing. As long as there are small balloons on the screen, the shards just take care of everything. There's gonna be like a million mobs, but I do think we have this one. This is not even gonna be close, right? Yeah, take a look at this thing. All the small balloons are gone, and bam, we have the money for the Icicle Impale. I'm just gonna buy this thing outright. All right, so tier 5 tower number 1 done. We have the Icicle Impale. Now we're saving up money for the Bloon Master Alchemist. We need 43,000, but actually we want to get a little bit more than 43,000, because if you guys know what the BMA does, well, it turns all these big balloons into red balloons, but the problem is that you don't get any money for it. So essentially, once you buy the BMA, you are not going to be making a lot of money until the end of the run. So let's say we want to make like at least $50-something thousand before we click the buy button on the BMA, I was thinking. And take a look at this Icicle Impale just bombarding all of these balloons, and this is why it's going to be such a great combo. I mean, this guy holds them in place. He actually does a decent amount of damage. He is popping them But everything that basically gets unpopped is going to be taken care of by the BMA. It's mainly going to be ZMGs, I was thinking. Alright, so as 89 is ending, we're going to be encountering the first serious problem that we're going to have, because we didn't go for the top crosspat, so we cannot pop lead balloons, and we didn't buy an MIB village. So the only way that we're dealing with these DDTs was actually two ways that we're dealing with DDTs. Number one is going to be the rubber to gold potion, and number two is going to be the AMD buff from both these alchemists. So around 90 should actually not even be an issue, but something like 95 and 99, I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I think it's time though, guys. If we buy this guy, we're gonna have like $5,000, and honestly, I feel like once we buy the BMA, like these next few rounds, like the 90s are not even gonna be close. So you know what? I'm actually gonna buy it. Let's get the BMA and let's get the damage rolling. Yeah, so look at this. We're entering round 92 with 7.7k, and just let's try and pay attention how much money we're actually getting throughout these rounds. 7.7k, kind of an easy number to remember as well. All right, 94. This is the first big one. We actually have an overclock ready, which we could use on the BMA, and it does work. It actually does work. He throws the this shrinking potion a lot faster, but I still want to be using it on the icicle impale. I was thinking just kind of have this guy deal with the ZMGs mainly, because the icicle impale does take its time in popping a ZMG, and like this BMA potion just like bam. Yeah, there we go, exactly. By the way, cash check, round 92, 7.7. Round 95, 13,000. We managed to get like 6k, and it's not even 6k, it's like less than 6k in like 3 rounds. Yeah, this is not supposed to be happening. Round 95 for the screen though. Alright, so let's see how good we are. I mean, icicle impale of AMD buff. I guess this guy still throws the rubber to gold potion, right? So so I don't know, are we holding them? I don't know, it seems like we're holding them, guys. It seems like this wasn't even close. Oh my god, we actually do it without an MIB village. Alright, I don't know, is Ninja Kiwi onto something with this like rubber to gold change, or is it like this icicle impale with like 2 AMDs just good enough to beat it by itself? Not exactly sure, but this is gonna be round 96, so we are just one-shotting a bunch of these balloons in these rounds. I'm telling you guys, this is not even close. Just take a look at the BMA erasing all of these ZMGs at the back, while the icicle impale is dealing with the small balloons. They're both kind of working on the same round, but they're working on a different thing, and look at the synergy between these two towers. It's amazing. By the way, round 97 gonna get evaporated, and let's do a cash check. Look at this thing. Round 98, we're entering with about $20,000, and 92 we had 7.7k again. So we are making peanuts at this point. We should have had at least like I don't want to say like closer to $40,000, but that doesn't seem like that far off, honestly. All right, so let's overclock the icicle impale. We want to be careful on this round, and then for round 100, I don't know, we can spike storm it probably, or maybe just drop some Geraldo items. I was thinking this is going to be a very important round though. So the ZMGs are going to be taken care of by the BMA, and then it's just the small balloons. And because these guys are fortified, this might actually turn into a problem. Look at this thing, some small balloons. Are they making it on the other side? We cannot exactly see, but we're not seeing anything leak on like on this pipe. So I'm thinking the shards and just the attack speed is enough so far. So no more ZMGs, no more fortified. Yes, there's no more fortified BFBs. It's just the mobs, and guys, I think we actually have this thing. I'm telling you, these two are such a combo, aren't they? Oh my god. Let's go like this. Let's buy a couple of spike storms now for round 100, and we are actually gonna beat it. Oh no, never mind. We're not gonna buy a couple of spike storms because we have no money. So round 99, and yeah, this is we have one of these deities escaping for sure, but nah, this guy just is gonna pick everyone up, and there we go. That is this insane combo. I mean, this is just so fun. I don't know, guys, are we onto something with this, or is this just kind of a meme combo that we made work? Because it's definitely fun. I mean, for sure, you guys can see how it works together. The mid game has been definitely improved a little bit, you know, in the last few patches for the icicles, so I guess you could pick it up as a mid game DPS tower for sure. But other than that, this was very fun actually to play. So the bat's gonna pop in a second, and after it pops, I mean, look at this thing, the insides just get melted by aura towers, and there we go. Alright, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.